And coming up is Look Back Day. Come out to the game and leave with your very own Grizzlies Look Back. Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine.
Oh, say does that.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think the Nets, they're happy with this latest stretch of game. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
So the Nets starting 5. Cam Thomas is out there with MP. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then it's Williams. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at center.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Yeah, and Morant just makes it look so easy pulling off a move like that. Unreal.
For teams, Stan, that make coaching changes in the offseason, how long do you think it takes to fully implement your system, a coach's new system?
Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. First of all, I don't think you ever fully implement your system. You're always adding to it. You're always tinkering with it. And for a new coach, what you're really doing is you're learning your team and adjusting your system as you go along to fit your talent.
They get the rebound, Edey, and the rejection by Claxton. And Thomas, here we go, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And the rejection by Claxton. Thomas passes to MP. No good from outside. Grizzlies have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
And for MP, we've got some very big news to share. He signed his first shoe endorsement contract.
And he's joined the Nike family and will be the next icon in their rich athletic tradition. As a lifetime fan, this fits MP well, and so will the shoes he wears on the court.
Bane kicks to Jackson. From downtown, drops in the tray. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
MP, that's for 2. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson passes to Morant. Wants to get it to Bane, and does. Outside for Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. That one goes. Count it.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
MP against Morant. Back to Watford. MP outside. Three-pointer on the way. Another miss by MP. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Nuggets.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Another miss by MP. Morant looking around. Rebounded by the Nets.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Well, it's almost impossible to stay in front of Morant. He's just so quick on the drive.
MP outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP outside. The 3. They get it back. Outside Williams. Trying his luck from deep. Another miss by MP. And here is Bain. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the... And for those of you... Changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Gigi Jackson comes in for Bain. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Williams comes in for Trendon Watford. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Milton. And MP subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Jackson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of other young players, MP has shown he's comfortable working in the mid-range.
Morant passes to Wells. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Outside for Jackson. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Johnson. MP against Morant. Here's MP. Another miss by MP. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now here's Wells. Morant left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Outside, Bain. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Williams. Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Thomas. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this house.
And the rejection by MP. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good, Morant.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Grizzlies.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Watford out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the basket by MP.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 16-point game. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. He got more opportunity, and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
Hands it from downtown.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. He had a nice open look right there. Morant's got 14 points.
If you look at the breakdown, Morant's as efficient as anyone when he's the ball handler in the pick and roll.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Bain, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. That's now 8 points for Desmond Bain. Watford passes to MP. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. 80's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Jackson. Here's Edey. Claxton covering. Edey gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touch by MP.
And no need to rush.
A switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Trendon Watford. And MP subbed in for Williams. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Jackson in the corner. Drains the 3-pointer.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Here's MP, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. MP's got 14 points here in the second half. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 42% so far. Poke loose. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. MP, no good. Sharp against Morant. Here's Edey. Outside, Bain. Jackson, a screen on Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Bain with the bucket.
Yeah, Bain is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 4 points this quarter. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Here's Morant. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 35.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Tries a three. Rebounded by Jackson. Now Morant. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, great.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Good job, MP. See.